Hello, hi Facebook, hi friends. Q&A time. Ask me your questions and I will help you with Ayurveda, the ancient wisdom of Ayurveda. Today I wanted to discuss taking responsibility and what that means and how that helps us, and do we do it? Do we take responsibility? I work currently with foster care youth, teenage boys, and it is so challenging to have them take responsibility. You know, when we're young, it's really not our fault. I probably have said that 1,000 times. If I got a nickel for every time I said that, I would be rich. You know, it's not my fault. I didn't do it. And we do that a lot when we're young. We don't take responsibility. Hi, hello. And that continues into our older ages, our 20s, our 30s, our 40s. We tend to not take responsibility and we feel the I. These things are happening to me. Why are these things happening to me? I didn't have anything to do with it. It just happened. Why are these things happening? So I want to try now, if you're watching, I want you to take responsibility for something. I want you to take responsibility for the argument that you had with your partner. And if you're even just saying right now, like, I didn't do it, why should I take responsibility? Just see in your life what you could have done to change that situation. I'm taking responsibility right now for the fact that my body has not been eliminating the way I want it to. And let me tell you, elimination is a huge step in healing the body. And I talk about elimination all the time. So if you have a question about it, feel free to ask me. But I want to take responsibility. You know, I feel like I've felt myself saying, there's just so much going on. I have so much work to do. I'm trying to reach out to people. I just have so much to do. I want to take responsibility for not setting up my schedule the way that I need to set it up. If you just joined us, we're talking about taking responsibility. Yeah, taking responsibility. See what it's like to take responsibility for something in your life that you felt that you had no hand in doing, that you really weren't there, it wasn't your responsibility. Take responsibility for the way you feel. I think when we start to take responsibility, we can then move forward with change. And change is what we all really want. Not sometimes big change. Big change can be really scary. Moving, new relationships, death, those are big changes, really scary. But small changes, steps forwards, steps towards your goal, steps towards what you want to be producing and gaining and working with and who you want your friends to be. These are all steps that you should be taking responsibility for. In your past, why haven't they been working out the way you want them to be? Thank you for the love. You know, responsibility is key. Do you want change? If you're watching right now, what change do we want? Type it in the box. Let me know where you want to go with your life and why aren't you doing that? What are your barriers? What is challenging you? And where can you take responsibility in taking those barriers away? And I know it takes help. I know it takes friends and family. Thank you. I know it takes so much work, but you don't do it alone. You come here, you ask questions about your health, about your mental health, and I'm helping you with Ayurveda. And Ayurveda sees things like routine, sees sleep, so important, sees elimination as something so important. The change that you want in your life, there has to be a foundation for that change to build off of, right? What change do you want? Where are your barriers? What are your barriers? How can you take responsibility in changing that and not just let life hand down to you these challenges? You need to be in control of where you're going. So again, how do we do that? How do we control where we're going? How do we take the steps? I just had an amazing 5-day challenge where the first steps were sleep. The first steps were eating at the same time. 2 really, really hard things to do, especially if you have a busy life. How do you change? How do you step forward and make a change, right? It's so big. I'm not trying to minimize this at all. This change is so huge. Eating at the same time every day, huge. Sleeping, getting to bed at the same time every day. Can you tell me, if you're watching right now, how do you sleep? Do you have a sleep routine? If you are watching right now, what is your sleep routine? Do you have an eating routine? These are the changes that are going to give you that foundation to move forward with your dreams, move forward with your goals. There has to be a change. There has to be responsibility taken, because life isn't just happening at you. You are creating your life. So how do you do that? How do you change? You make that foundation. If you're watching right now, what is your foundation? What is your sleep routine? What is your eating routine? Where are you taking responsibility in your life to build your foundation so you can make the changes that you want to make? That's what we're talking about today, taking responsibility. But overall, I really want you guys to be asking questions. That's why I'm here every Tuesday at noon. So if you have questions about where you want to be going, your digestion, your sleep, all of these things matter so much, and I really want to help you, and that's why I'm here. If no one else has any more questions, today I'm going to hop off. I love coming on Tuesdays. It really brings me so much joy, and this is my life purpose. I'm taking responsibility for myself, my goals, and these are the changes that I'm making to help you. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, feel free to hop on, write your questions. Again, I work with Ayurveda, and Ayurveda is a worldly science. It's a world where we connect to the subtle messages of nature and our body and how we make those changes. So I had a great time chatting about taking responsibility, and if you want to connect with me at any time, please do so. Bye.